detonation.
JC, how do I stop this thing from launching?
You got to wait. Blade, come in, Blade.
1 minute to detonation.
JC, how do
1 minute to detonation.
JC, how do I stop this thing from launching?
Blade, come in, Blade.
It feels like a sin that I've never played a shooter SiN.
Actionable pun detected.
And I'm not afraid to admit that I probably didn't even know it existed until Civvie made a video about it. Or Ross Scott, though I would guess Civvie was first. Nice, I do remember it well. Anyway, now I have the perfect opportunity to make up for my mistake, because the gods of remasters and remakes, Nightdive Studios, have taken on not only the first Thief, but also this legendary shooter from 1998. And as luck would have it, as a part of Steam Next Fest, they've released a demo featuring 2 levels, one from the base game and the other from the Wages of SiN expansion. It wouldn't be Nightdive if, beside a classic texture overhaul, which by the way can be instantly toggled on or off with a single button press while playing, they hadn't included some of their own improvements. I'll admit that these will mean a lot more to people who play the original SiN, so I don't have much to say about them. They change weapons and firing modes, and for each one there's a clear description of what changes or what enabling this enhancement means. I left them turned off, meaning I'm playing the original game, while I kept the automatic pickup of weapons and first aid kits enabled, because having to press a button every time to pick up every little thing, that would drive me crazy. But I admit that this didn't really grab me, especially since I find the locations insanely dark with very sharp transitions from light to dark. There are currently no brightness or contrast settings at all. Sure, I have a flashlight, but I didn't realize that until the second mission, when I absolutely had to use it because the enemies blew up the circuit breakers. Funny thing is, I spent 5 minutes trying to pull it out, and even though I remapped the keys, it still didn't work. Thank goodness for the console circle, otherwise I would have been forced to light my way with the crossbow's trace around.
Damn!
My confidence regarding the difficulty level I chose didn't help much either. Full of confidence in my own abilities, I chose hard and had to work my ass off to keep it from ending in a fiasco. For the second mission, I decided to cut my losses and switch to normal. So I will give it a thumbs up, even though it often feels more like we have plenty of health. Or even better, haha, we are camping around the corner. The story didn't really grab me either, especially since the mission from the base game is taken from somewhere in the middle, so I had no idea where I was or what I was actually doing. In fact, at the beginning I didn't even shoot at enemies because I didn't know if they might be actually friendly. It has a nice continuation into the second mission, where I immediately start firing at everything that crossed my path, even though that peace sign was more than self-explanatory. In any case, the goal was to stop the launch of missiles with nuclear warheads, and I really liked that there were several ways to complete the mission, just like the little pieces my shotgun blows the enemies into. In that regard, it reminded me a bit of the legendary Soldier of Fortune, though I will add right away that this is still relatively peaceful by comparison. In contrast, during the second mission, set in an art gallery or museum, my radio contact anxiously informed me that I should tone it down, because we had to pay for any damage to the artworks, and that we don't have a very big budget for that. Honestly, I laughed, thought it was just a load of nonsense, and happily kept shooting left and right, ignoring my colleagues whining, "Here goes my paycheck, here's yours." But when he said, "This is beyond our budget," and I got the game over, only then I realized the developers were actually serious. And I have to respect that. Just like that scumbag stealing the diamond, who has 1,000,000 health.
There goes your pay, boss. Man, we are... Eventually...
All in all though, my impressions are kind of lukewarm. Sure, it's a great opportunity for people like me to play SiN in its most optimized form, but as I said, it just didn't really appeal to me, nor did it make much of an impression. Actually, I don't have much to say about it. Plus, Half-Life came out 14 days later, so SiN kind of loses by default in my book, I guess?
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.